Ahoy, Morning Breathers. Welcome to Friday's edition of The Morning Breath. I didn't get any laws. There we go. Ahoy.
Ahoy.
Ahoy, John the Voice.
Ahoy and good morning.
Are you up and at 'em?
I'm up.
Good. Good. You're, well, we visited a little bit last night. Did you get to go straight home after that, or?
No.
Had other things to do.
Parent-teacher conferences and just all kind of stuff. So all the joys. Absolutely. So good times.
So fun.
Yes.
So fun. But the teachers, you find out pretty quickly they do care.
Absolutely. No, boy, I'm fortunate both my kids have, in my viewpoint, outstanding teachers. So it's good. Yeah.
Very good. Shout out to teachers.
Yes.
I couldn't do it. I just don't think I could. There'd be an age I could. But.
Yeah.
Tell you what, parent-teacher conferences are great, but you almost feel like you're being judged as a parent way more than your children.
Oh, I never thought about that.
It's so nerve-wracking to me. I don't know why.
That's. I haven't come up with a nickname for Rachel yet. But
that's okay.
Ahoy, Rachel.
Ahoy. Good morning.
You're normally a Tuesday gal.
I am.
But today you're Friday gal.
Yeah, Matt.
Because we're Mattless.
Yeah, we did a little switcheroo.
How's Matt feeling? He's been sounding a little like I've been tuning in, and maybe he talked about this during the week. And if he did, I'm sorry I missed it. I just catch slices of the shows.
Yeah, he wasn't. He wasn't very good.
He got better as the
all week,
progressed.
but Wednesday, the last day, he sounded a lot better. He looked a lot better.
Yeah,
sounded a little better.
Yeah.
So I think he'll be okay.
He'll be just fine.
That's
He'll make it.
SPP in the house over here.
Ahoy, Skipper.
Ahoy to you, my lad. SPP, super producer Peter.
I love how you turn into the
nice.
Yeah, see that. This is weird. Like I think I'm the fastest one you ever gave a nickname to, and Rachel's the slowest one you ever gave a nickname to.
It is. I don't know. It'll come to me someday.
It will. Someday.
It'll just happen, and then boom, that'll be you.
Was that like a gong just then? Like whenever you dong?
Kind of a gong. A little gong moment.
Okay.
It's Friday. That's a good thing.
Yes, it is.
You're going to be refereeing tonight over in Columbus Junction.
Yes.
I'm going to be going to the University of Iowa wrestling meet.
That'll also be fun.
Nice.
That will be against Nebraska.
What are you doing tonight, Rachel?
I need to check the basketball schedule.
Okay.
I don't know if we have a game tonight or if it's tomorrow night.
So there's plenty to do. And then, well, before I get there, let's say this. The Southeast Iowa Video Network is sponsored by KCTC.
Thanks, Casey.
Thanks, Casey, and all the gang over at KCTC. And the Morning Breath crew, the four of us this morning, are sponsored by Hy-Vee and Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh.
Thank you, Willie.
Thank you, Willie.
Thanks, Willie, and all the gang. And everybody, all the Hy-Vees and Hy-Vee Fast and Freshes.
A lot of gangs around here.
All the gangs, the Hy-Vee gangs, they're vicious. Vicious.
Come at you wheeling fresh produce and eggs and gallons of milk.
Be ready for everything.
Yeah.
Everything. There's a little, I guess there's a little football game going on this weekend.
Yeah, just a little small one.
It's a rematch of a couple years ago. We've got the favorite, I think, is the Kansas City Chiefs.
1.5. 1.5 is the line I checked.
Really? They're going against the tough NFC team of Philadelphia Eagles.
And the most obnoxious fan base in NFL history.
Well,
Sorry,
that's
Philly,
right?
Yeah, I was talking to someone the other day. He's actually a super nice guy, and he's a Philly fan. He lives here in town. And I said, why? Why is it? I was like, if you guys win or lose, the city's going to get lit on fire. I'm like, legitimately lit on fire. I'm like, why? I'm like, hey, I'm so happy about this. I'm going to destroy like city blocks. Like, I don't understand.
You could say that about a lot of teams, John.
Yeah.
And I don't understand it either.
No.
They get a little carried away. But it is a big game.
Yeah.
I don't care. I guess I'm calling it the Super Bowl because that's what it is. I think we can say that.
Yeah.
Not advertising
Did you
it.
see all the awards last night? Josh Allen won the MVP.
I did see that.
Yeah,
I did
well
read
deserved.
that this morning.
Well deserved. It would have been a crime against humanity if that guy didn't win the MVP.
But wasn't
this
it
year.
a duel?
So, I mean, they were talking about like him.
AFC and what?
No, he was the MVP of the league, like the whole league. So there's like
I
all
thought
the.
I read Lamar Jackson was this.
Well, yeah, but it wasn't. It isn't about necessarily because they're both AFC.
Okay.
But I mean, yeah, people were assuming that maybe it would be Lamar or whatever else, but it should not even been into consideration. Like, Josh Allen's out there playing with deck chairs, lawn furniture, and duct tape at wide receiver and options and whatever else that he's out there producing.
That's one way to put it.
Colin, that's not.
What are you saying? Are you saying they didn't have any receivers, John?
They didn't really have that good of receivers, is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Tim. So, yeah.
All right. Ahoy to those that have checked in. Go Chiefs, huh, Martha?
It's Martha.
This is for the
Oh,
Chiefs.
boy. I'm just not happy about that.
And I picked my teams off of colors, so I would go with Chiefs as well.
You
Because
like those
red,
colors?
Yeah.
All right. That's scary when the women start picking, and usually they're right.
The funny thing is the NCAA like March Madness bracket, it ends up going like that because people be like, "Oh, I like this color. They're like
I
blue and
do.
orange and whatever else,"
Yeah.
and then
That's
they
a
end
cool
up putting,
mascot. Let's pick them.
Yeah.
By God, they throw the
"Oh,
biggest,
the Raiders. That's so good. I'm going to pick them."
biggest
and then, like,
upset ever.
yeah.
I think the best bracket I ever made was based on mascots, and so I had one where the St. Peter's Peacocks won it all, and that was the year they went to the Elite Eight.
They did
It
get
was the
very
best bracket
far.
I ever made by far.
You're like,
any bracket I
Isn't
made.
that
And it
something?
was just St.
As much as you
Peter's.
know about basketball, and
Just-
you know about teams, just pick the
Third
mascot.
team funny win, and that's how it worked.
It's always the 5-12 matchup. You always got to watch the 5-12 matchup. It's
Yeah,
interesting.
I agree.
I got to get Peter's take on the Super Bowl, as he's a sports guy, and I
You are-
appreciate having a
you are-
sports guy in the studio with us.
He's the real professional in the room. We're all just wannabes. So let's hear it, Peter.
I made my prediction on Prep Sports Plus this week, so if you want to check that out,
Okay.
it's on the YouTube channel. It's on Facebook.
Very good.
But I
Shameless
said
plug.
20. Yeah, shameless plug.
Got to do it.
I said 27-24 Chiefs. MVP Patrick Mahomes.
Okay. I will root against you the whole day, Sunday. That's just the way it is.
So I'm going to take you back to 1992, Tim.
Okay. I remember.
1992, a 7-year-old, wide-eyed, bushy-tailed John Woodward was out in his backyard, and his dad came home with a paper, and the paper said, "Joe Montana to the Chiefs."
Yeah.
Now, previously to that, growing up in the 90s, my brother's a big Cowboys fan, my dad's a Packers fan. So naturally, as a contrarian, as someone who always pushes against everything, I was cheering for
Chiefs
the
fan.
I was cheering for the 49ers.
Oh, okay.
Because I liked Joe Montana and I liked Jerry Rice.
Okay.
A lot, right? Keep in mind, I'm
They
7.
were a fun team to watch.
Yeah. Had the little jacket and everything. And so when Joe Montana got traded, I was mad. I was upset, and I was like, well, now I'm a Chiefs fan. Now, admittedly, so I'm not like, I've never been like die hard, right? Because the next like 25 years it sucked. They were awful and whatever. So it was just like, okay, what are you gonna do?
Good.
Flashes of brightness here and there. Guys like Derek Thomas, Neil Smith, Christian Nookie, and you get more into like Jamal Charles' area, right? You get all kinds of stuff. Well, anyway, point is, I was in. Fast forward to 2017. I was in Lubbock, Texas. And I was out to eat at Panera Bread with a client, and near Texas Tech University. Which, if you know who went to Texas Tech University, Patrick Mahomes. We were in a Panera Bread, and he was in there with apparently some friends of his, and so I got to meet him, like just shake his hand or whatever else. And then that weekend, as part of a client thing, we went and sat at the Red Raiders Stadium, and I got to see him play in person. Well, then fast forward after that, and he gets drafted by the Chiefs, right? Andy Reid moves up and everything. So like, I've rooted like for him, and yes, like I'm glad for them to win or whatever else. I'm not by no means a diehard, I've never been a diehard fan. I can't claim that. I can't be like, yes, I've been right here. Like Iowa, I'm a diehard Iowa fan. Like bleed black and gold. That's that's what it is. But so I've been cheering for them.
It's kind of cool, and you would get an emotional tie there.
Yeah. So I will be rooting for them, but I really believe the Eagles have the horses to get it done. I think they have the most talented roster in football, and I think it'll be Saquon Barkley he's a problem.
Paula agrees with you.
What do you think of Saquon as a
Yeah.
running back? I mean, he's tough to stop.
I mean, he finished third in MVP voting. There's a reason why.
He's unbelievable.
A running back.
And if they wouldn't have sat him down to rest him, he would have broke Barry Sanders' record, for the regular season. Yep.
Pretty amazing. Yeah, I like the Eagles. I'm an NFC guy, really, moreover than anything.
Just because.
Just because the Los Angeles Rams, before they moved to, I've been a Rams fan.
Yeah. Well, that was St. Louis Rams before. I think
St.
it was,
Louis, but I was a fan back in Pat Hayden days. And
Gotcha.
so, if my team's not in it, and I'm not even a big pro fan any longer, then I just want the NFC to win.
Yeah.
Now, That said, I was really happy when Andy Reid won his first one.
Yeah.
I think he's an upstanding.
All-time winningest coach in 2 franchises. He
Something.
for the Eagles and for the Chiefs. So it's pretty fun.
Pretty cool. All right, what else we got to talk about? Anything else on your mind, Rachel?
As I say, Rachel,
I don't know.
we need to shift. We just
We
went on
don't
a
have to
little
talk
tangent here.
football
Sorry.
and wrestling anymore. So
You what?
we don't have to talk football and wrestling anymore.
Oh, you're welcome to. I just don't know much about it.
We don't have to anymore. So what's on the females' mind this morning? She's got nothing.
See, when I think of Super Bowl, I think of the commercials and the food.
So let's talk that. What's your favorite dish to prep for the Super Bowl?
Ooh.
Favorite foods? We could do both sweet
Might
and
need to
salty.
make something. So give me some ideas.
Meatballs. That's really easy. That's just
I don't know how to do that.
you put
That probably
you
is
put
easy.
frozen meatballs in a crock pot, grape jelly, cocktail sauce, turn it on, boom,
Done.
done.
Okay, I can do that.
What about a good dip? Like, do you have a favorite dip? Because you got to have a good dip for the Super Bowl.
What is the
Reminds me,
the
I do have a good.
dried beef dip? That's really good. Cream cheese, dried beef, onion powder, scallions.
Pretty good.
Really yummy.
I have not had that.
It's kind of like a pickle wrap, but not
Kind
really.
of. You can make pickle wrap dip as well.
I like pickle wraps. Is there any? Do you have any big traditions, Peter, for every Super Bowl? Like you always go. You'd call this buddy, or you try and watch. You give any flack to any of your friends, and
Unless their teams are in the Super Bowl, then no.
I don't even know if I have any big.
Oh, Jim says buffalo chicken wings. I do make chicken wings for my kids because that's one of their favorites. So
Have a recipe for you here. 7-layer bean dip.
I like that.
Oh, that's a
I like
good
me
one.
some 7-layer.
That's good.
First layer, refried beans. Second layer, mixed a half cup sour cream and a half cup mayo together with taco seasoning packet. Spread that over the beans. And tomatoes, olives, avocado with salt. Cover with shredded cheese.
That sounds
And then
good.
put it in the fridge.
I love me.
That will be
So, do you guys prefer to watch the Super Bowl at a bar and pub, or at a friend's house, or at your own house?
Either friends or my own is one of the two. Like I like to be able to be in a place where if I'm yelling,
Okay.
like if it's my team, I'm going to be yelling at some point.
Okay.
I don't want to like offend people in a bar or a restaurant or whatever else. And then if it's my house, I feel complete freedom and autonomy to yell whatever I want, like whatever words, whatever else. Whereas if I'm at somebody else's house, depending on who it is, although I'll be at Josh Schaefer's house for this one. We live like
You'll be fine.
We live like a mile apart from each other. We just drive down the road to each other and watch football in each other's garages. But like, yeah, so then I'll be able to say and do whatever. But yes, but I much prefer in more of a private setting versus public.
What about people in our comments? Do you watch it in your home, or do you go out? Watch it. How
My
about you, Tim?
preference is to stay at home,
Yours is
but
to-
usually we'll go probably to some family now because now I just want to be around the kids and
Yeah.
grandkids. I don't like going to a bar or tavern. I used to really like it, but now it's just too loud and I can't really. I get to talking to people and then I don't watch the game. So
That's true.
imagine me talking. Hard to believe.
What about you, Peter?
If my team isn't in it, I'll go to someone's house. But if my team's in it, I want to stay home and
Because you dress up.
because I get
you,
into
you
it.
dress
you know?
up and you put
Okay.
the uni
Dress
on.
up. Yeah, I'm in the mascot outfit running around my house.
That's what I envisioned.
Big party at the
gotta be
Shriners
serious.
in Cedar Rapids from Jim.
Is that right?
Interesting.
Okay, here.
That would be fun.
I've not seen anything on that, Jimmy. But I won't be going, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, me either. I love to watch the commercials for the marketing aspect to see what's the creativity and the.
Remember the Budweiser frogs?
Yes.
They were really
yeah.
popular.
Back in the 90s,
They were
that was
the
a
three
big
frogs.
deal to watch the commercials.
Bud and White.
Wise but my favorite of all those was the What's Up commercials. Like those were the best. Like,
Oh, yeah, those were funny.
Yeah, we used to get in trouble for those because, as has been, aforementioned a lot on this show, I grew up in a very, very Christian household, and so drinking was like frowned upon, like
Right.
on every level imaginable. And so if we talked about, like, if we made the whole like Bud, Wise, or like we were joking about beer commercials, we're like, what's up? Like if we did that, it was like, hey, you're referencing beer, and so therefore that's wrong.
Evil.
But we did it anyway, so it was just like it was a great time.
It's okay.
And then they came out later on with like the I don't know how to say this, the super white guy version, where instead of like, what's up? It was like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? And then just, yeah, it was, yeah.
That was funny.
They had like the sweaters tied over their shoulders, like all the fuchsia colored, magenta colored stuff.
That was funny for sure. I think the commercials have lost their luster some.
They really have.
I really do. But I'm going to pay special attention this year to commercials, and let's all do that. And I'll come back Monday. We'll talk about favorite commercials.
There you go.
I don't know who's going to be here.
I don't know.
Boss Man Matt will be back.
Yeah.
He's missing us right now. Did he chime in? Did anybody see?
Not yet.
Not
He
seen.
must be having breakfast somewhere or an important meeting.
He's probably in meetings or something.
Something like that. 7:31. We need to take a break, and then we'll file back through those so we can say hellos. So we'll be right back.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics, providing quality health care that puts you first. Whether during a hospital stay, seeing a primary care provider for wellness exams or sick visits, minor surgery to a total joint replacement, or recovering from an injury, we're here when you need us.
More than you expect for your health care. Washington County Hospital and Clinics.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you with a flexible financing you need to install that all-season room or remodel your kitchen with a home equity line of credit. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Ahoy, morning breathers! Happy Friday. We have some hellos. Boss Man Matt did check in, so that's good.
Good morning, Matt.
Who else do we have? We have Paula, of course. Paula, it's good to have you back. I know you've been a lot going on. Who
Jim,
else?
Cindy.
Yeah, Jimmy. Matt, Boss Man Matt's mother.
Boss Man Matt just chimed in, too.
Yeah. Ahoy.
Who else was in there?
Up
Cindy
there.
was there.
Yep.
Gosh, I lost my train of thought. I had something kind of important to say. Not really. Do we say anything very important on this show?
All the time.
All the time.
All the time.
We have a little bit of time. You want to do some Iowa trivia?
Sure.
Yes.
Iowa trivia. Herbert Hoover, this is an easy one, was the first U.S. president born west of the Mississippi. What town was he born in?
West Branch.
Easy.
Yeah.
Warming you up.
Have you been to his presidential museum?
I have, but only as a student.
Yeah,
They're
it's
doing
pretty
Great
neat.
that is.
They're doing like a big remodel on it soon.
Yeah, it's closed for a couple years.
Yeah.
It is?
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's
huge-
closed right now, but it
will be,
It
yeah.
will be. If it's not, it's very soon.
Let's say they got a big grant from the Riverboat Foundation. This last grant cycle for it. So
And here's another thing I did not know: Herbert Hoover was extremely wealthy.
Really?
I did not know that. I didn't know anybody was wealthy in the 20s.
Interesting.
Really,
somebody had to be.
he was. I did not know that. Name two famous Iowans besides Caitlin Clark and birthday boy Ashton Kutcher. Today's his birthday. I heard that on the radio this morning.
John Wayne.
Okay, that's a good one. A lot of people didn't know John Wayne was born here.
Winterset, Iowa.
Tim Elliott.
I did not make the list,
I
and I might
you just
only
said
be
pick
famous
one.
in this room.
You just said pick one, so you know.
very famous Iowans. Johnny Carson was born here. He didn't talk about it much, but he did say, "Yeah, I was born in Iowa." And then I think he moved to Nebraska. I could be wrong. Where's our know-it-all guy who knows everything?
Ray.
Right.
Yeah, where is Ray today?
He could be busy. Sarah Haynes. I don't know who that is. Anybody know who Sarah Haynes is?
The name sounds so familiar.
She's an Iowan, apparently is famous, and nobody here knows her. In 1869, educator Arabella Mansfield of Iowa became the first woman in America to be licensed to practice what profession? Miss Arabella Mansfield.
Chiropractic?
It's a good guess, but would you like to throw something out?
A doctor.
A doctor, Peter?
It was law, wasn't it?
It was law.
Oh.
There's an astute young man that paid attention
Yes.
in Iowa history. She was a lawyer, the first lawyer to be licensed. Came from Iowa.
Jim even had it in the chat.
Did he have it?
He did.
He is a true professor, so he would know that. Marion, the librarian, runs a library of a small town of River City, Iowa. In what acclaimed and popular 1957 musical did she perform in? You'll never get this. The Music Man. Do you know that musical at all?
And Jim Arnold said, and went to Iowa Wesleyan.
Really?
I'm just gonna defer all my answers to Jim in the chat from this point.
Just watch whatever Jim says as your answer.
Yes, and be like,
The Music Man. I was in that as a young lad. I was in the Washington. I think the high school did it.
You did theater? Mm-hmm. Really?
Little known fact. I was in every play from junior high on.
Really?
Yeah, I sang in The Music Man. I was in a barbershop quartet.
Cindy got it right.
we have some similarities in our history.
What was your
So fun.
What was your favorite play that you were in?
Oh, that would have been one. Or I was in one. I was in another one, and this was a community theater play.
Okay.
And I'll think of the name of it. Annie Gets Your Gun. That's what it was.
Okay.
And there was a scene. I'll tell you this. There was a scene where me and another guy were backstage because we were actors in this show, but we also had to do scene changes. And there was a part where an actor had to vigorously eat some food because he hasn't eaten for a while. And me and the other guy that were set designers, we would set this food out during the set change, but we thought it'd be really funny if we doused that thing with a whole bunch of Tabasco. And we did.
Oh boy.
And the actor just woofed it down.
That's messed up, Tim.
I don't know how he kept his composure, but his face got red and he started sweating, and he made it through. And the good news was that there was a break very shortly after he ate, so he could go get water and stuff. But boy,
Could have messed up his vocal cords
it
for the
was
rest
so
of the
fun.
play.
It was so fun.
And John, you did plays too?
It was interesting.
You guys should do a community play.
I think about it, and perhaps I will someday. I've got to get a little less busy.
Okay.
But I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun during the shows. I did Green Pastures.
I was gonna say, what's your favorite? So like, I loved playing the villain. Like it just kind of the energy fit. It was easier for me to play the villain. There was one time it was like a biblical play, and I played the Apostle Paul. Let me tell you, I had to memorize like chapters because like the play director was like you got to quote this verbatim, like Paul standing before King Herod Agrippa and like all this stuff. And anyway, but that was very taxing. It was fun. It was cool. It felt very fulfilling. But like playing like a villain and like Hercules,
So
like
much
whatever,
easier.
it's so much more fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, good time.
I never had any leads. I was always a nice sub role. But I just enjoyed being part of it. It was fun. I enjoyed the people I was with, and it was just a lot of fun. There was some really, really good actors that Ed Colby is a good buddy of mine and a year older than me in school, so we were in a lot of stuff together.
The bug kind of bit acting when I was a child in the live animal Christmas play here in town. Like growing up there, that's where it started. It was like, I got to like have like one line, I was like this little shepherd boy, like walk out and like, hold the staff up, like whatever else. And
Did
then
it
just
well,
kinda,
didn't you?
Just kind of rolled from there. It was fun.
I didn't do any plays, but it always looks so fun to do when you go watch a play. So
I was in choir all through high school, all through junior high and high school. I had a ball. I just had a ball. So, another fun fact about me.
So tell me about the barbershop quartet. I'm curious about that.
Oh, that was I sang "Light a Rose." I can't sing anymore very good, so I don't. Do you know how that one goes?
I don't.
Rose, oh, light a rose. But the fun, it's I could if I think hard enough, I could probably sing more of it. But it's way more fun in a barbershop.
What part did you sing?
Oh, I was baritone.
I was gonna say I was imagining you were either a baritone or a bass, one of the two.
Baritone, and I could do bass as well, but
Gotcha.
I like the baritone.
I did not do barbershop. I was in a gospel quartet for 3 summers for the one of the colleges that I went to. That was fun.
The harmony of it all is just. I love the sound of it.
Yeah.
Being a part of it.
Yeah.
Really cool stuff.
It's amazing, like how many, especially country artists, like, and even artists in general, but like a lot of them, like if you hear their story, they're like, oh yeah, like I grew up in church and I learned how to sing in a choir, and I'm like, that's how you learn to sing, and then hear the harmonies and everything else, and then it just kind of transitions to something else different later.
Yeah.
So
Fun stuff. 7:41. We're gonna take a break, and Sidney Gunnerman, Music Man. That was in I think Light a Rose. I had a barbershop hat and everything. There's a picture of it somewhere.
we need to see this.
I think I can bring it in.
We need to track it down
It's
so Peter
over
can
in
put it
Shelley.
up for the masses to
I
see.
had hair then too. We got to take a break. We'll be right back, and we'll get set for the day.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Attention Hy-Vee shoppers, introducing Hy-Vee Perks, your ticket to exclusive savings and rewards. Access exclusive perks, prices, earn gas discounts, and unlock special deals. All this for free. Join Hy-Vee Perks today and start saving.
Bring the kids, share the memories, celebrate 75 years of traditions at the Midwest Old Threshers Reunion. Relive the magic of steam engines, antique cars, and trucks, tractors, gas engines, and horses. Whether it's your first visit or a cherished tradition, you'll enjoy the delicious foods, the thrill of an Old West shootout, and the excitement of nightly grandstand entertainment. For 75 years, this has been the place where memories are made at the 2025 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion, August 28th through September 1st in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. Visit oldthreshers.com for more details.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
Ahoy, morning breathers! We're having a little fun on the break, and so hang on to your hats, everybody, especially Boss Man Matt.
We should just have reels online. It's just like start a segment called On the Break, and then we're all going to get fired. Okay, all right, good.
Let's get set for the day. It's going to be a team effort. Normally, we just let Matt do this and have fun with Matt, but we're going to just all tag team this and go from there. Rachel?
Weather for today feels like 13, but looks like the high is going to be 34. 1% chance of rain overnight.
1%?
1%, guys.
That's not even hardly worth mentioning.
So it's going to pour then. That's
jeez.
It's the first time of me doing weather. Let me have my shot.
Okay, I'll give you that. You didn't have. I didn't give you many lines. So.
I know.
But you skipped. You should have said it's Friday, February 7th. This is episode.
I'm so sorry.
It's there in bold.
Yes, it is Friday, February 7th, 2025, episode 247.
Yes, and then you go into the weather. And so today's headlines from the Southeast Iowa Union.com. In Fairfield, writer and producer Lee Ross is developing a screenplay. You can read all about that. I can't give you any more details than that. In Mount Pleasant, the county is discussing the new employee compensation policy. I did read on that a little bit. Interesting. And in Washington, the Cub Scouts here have revived the old Pinewood Derby.
Yes.
How about that? They did that over in St. James, and that's as far as I'm going to go. John, you want to take us home? John the Voice.
Okay, I'm going to read this as written.
As written.
Matt, if you're listening still.
Because, Matt, you must have been really under the ick when you wrote this.
I was just going to go with under the influence and
I
just
was
let
going to
them
say influence as well. But hey.
Perfect.
We know he
Great
doesn't.
minds. Okay. Girls State Wrestling is coming up. And also, Washington Bowling travels to Burlington.
Bowling.
Fairfield, yes, the bowling team. Fairfield boys and girls basketball heads to Burlington. Mount Pleasant girls and boys go to Keokuk. And Washington
Wait a minute. Can you say that again? Where is Mount Pleasant?
Pleasant. Yeah, it's spelled Plerasant. Girls, Girld. Mount Pleasant girls and boys.
That has to mean Mount Pleasant, doesn't
Yes,
it?
Mount Pleasant girls and boys go to
And girls.
Keokuk.
Okay.
And the Washington Dirls and boys, spelled DIRLS, and head to Fort Madison.
We're making up new words.
I think he was under the influence. What if this is like speech to text?
Oh,
Yes,
it could
that's
be.
going to mess that all. That's what you
Yeah.
were saying. Okay, yeah, this is gonna. Yeah, that's
Why
good.
enunciation
No,
is
I
so
was saying
important.
reading it that way is going to mess up the SEO on YouTube, but that's okay.
True.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
It's all good.
Girls State Wrestling, Washington Bowling travels to Burlington. Fairfield boys and girls basketball heads to Burlington. Mount Pleasant girls and boys go to Keokuk, and Washington girls and boys head to Fort Madison.
Good luck to them all.
Absolutely.
Girls State Wrestling, I have not seen any results yet. Because it started yesterday, I think.
No, I have not either.
We had a lot of area girls. Lots.
Gotcha.
Okay.
In this day in history, in 1940, the animated film Pinocchio had its world premiere and became one of Disney's, premiere, it's a premiere, and became one of Disney's most beloved classics, known for its brilliant animation and compelling story. That movie always made me sad. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't like watching it.
I didn't like watching it either.
It was, it's a pretty hostile situation if you think about it.
I didn't ever want to think about one's nose growing.
I was just more like this kid was like kept in a cage and it was just, I didn't like it. It made me sad. Anyway.
Hey, Garth Brooks was born on this day in 1962.
Hey, well, that's what we probably should have started with. But anyway.
And Beatlemania came to America in 1962.
You hit me with all the
Beatles.
facts.
The Beatles.
The Beatles made their American debut on this day in 1962. Okay.
Our random quote of the day comes from Rodney Dangerfield. For those of you who don't know, Rodney Dangerfield was a comedian and actor, very famous in the 40s, 50s, and otherwise. When I was a kid, my parents moved a lot, but I always found them.
Mom and Dad, you're playing hide and seek, but
It's like the lady that says, I keep taking my husband out on dates, and I don't understand. He keeps finding his way back home. So.
Yep. What the heck? What the heck? You want to? Hey, today's takeaway. Peter, you're always on the Johnny on the spot.
Oh, jeez. My takeaway for today. I learned that we have some thespians in the room.
Thespians.
Some
We have. That's a
thespians.
very good
Yes.
word. I'd like to be a thespian.
Yeah, pinky out as I sip my coffee.
Rachel, did you learn anything?
Okay, he took mine, but
Sorry.
I just learned that you used to have hair that was feathered.
Yeah, I did. I did.
Okay, you need to bring in a picture of that too, please.
I've got a scrapbook
Oh,
that my wife ran across that I didn't know I had. And there was all kinds of stuff in there. I'll bring it. John, did you learn anything today?
Barbershop Quartet. That's amazing. I did not know that.
That I could do barbershop?
That's awesome. And I would,
Now we'll start.
Want to hear
we'll start
more.
Now
breaking
you
out
guys-
in song.
Yeah, you guys can start your own band. Like you need another one to do.
Yeah.
but yeah.
Should we start
The,
a barbershop
the,
band?
the MBB. Actually, the MBBB, the
You guys can
Morning
do-
Brother Barbershop Band.
Singing Washington Live, singing Valentine's. Go around, sing some Valentines to people on Valentine's Day.
All right, here's my takeaway for today. Is that Rachel is the idea gal. She comes to us with more ideas. Think
do.
about this one.
And they're good ideas.
Think about the. I agree. Let's hop in the long car. We'll load Peter up and all the gear, and we'll go down and have a show with Jeff. in
Okay.
Arkansas.
That would be fun.
We'll leave on a Sunday, do the show Monday morning, and come home.
Yes, let's do that.
What do you think, Jeff?
Actually, can we leave on a Saturday so we can kind of,
you want to enjoy
relax.
Arkansas?
yeah. There's always something to enjoy no matter where you go.
Well, that's
And-
true.
Like, my favorite spots are the dive. The best seafood I ever had was in a tin shack in Hawaii.
Oh.
And it was just corrugated tin leaning up against wood. It was the craziest
Little
thing.
roadside stand
Yes.
kind of thing.
I feel like whenever you come up with a nickname for Rachel, it has to be, and this is not a shot. This is actually a compliment. I want to preface this. You need to come up with something that has to do with positivity.
Indeed.
Seriously, a positive person. Like, to the point of, like, I'm in the morning, I'm not the like most positive morning person. I'm like, all right, this is great. Like the whole down, like some people don't have, like, they're Scrooge, like at Christmas time, like they're having a
Yes.
Christmas spirit. I love Christmas. I'm probably more Scrooge around Valentine's Day at this point. That's probably my Scrooge moment of the year. So, like, I'm in Rotary, and they're like, hey, we need people to drop off flowers for people all day long.
Yep.
John, do you want to do it?
I'm out.
No. I can't say the word that I said that prefaced no, but I was just like, no, I cannot
It's a
do
good
that.
gosh and golly no.
Yes. Oh, Jesus and Mary and Joseph. That's very sad. That's, anyway.
7:51. We're going really long. Jeff is in for this. I don't know if we're going to get this done or not, but I feel like we
do
can.
it.
I feel like we can. We
That
just
way-
got to get everybody's schedule aligned.
That wagon of yours get about 10 miles to the gallon, or what do we
Well,
call
it gets 19.
Nice.
What
That's
is it?
way more than I
Yeah,
thought.
long car.
It's got a limousine. You've got a limousine.
For real?
Yeah.
The Morning Breath
Can I
crew.
drive it?
Jeff. Actually, this kind of Jeff started this. He said take the corporate jet, and he wanted to be a guest on the show. And then I morphed into, well, we don't have a corporate jet yet, so we do have a corporate limo.
Telling you,
We could drive it down.
we need to do that for one of these shows we do in Des Moines, like a shotgun bid or something. I know that was talked about before, but
can do
Load
that
up the
too.
limo and go to Mount Pleasant and do a show.
We
Or
can-
load up the limo and go.
anywhere.
Fairfield.
I just want to load up the limo and go somewhere.
You just
That's
want to go somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll get with the powers that be, the guy that sits in your chair right now,
That's right.
and see if we can make this happen.
I mean, we don't even have to go anywhere. We can just
Hey.
shoot a show from
Hey,
the limo.
I was just gonna be like live from the limo. I'm like, what?
Peter, logistics of that.
Impossible.
Well, now we have
If
to
you
get
get Wi-Fi,
Peter's.
we can do it anywhere.
The limo doesn't have Wi-Fi.
And power at that point
We can
too.
record it.
Well,
I still need power though for that.
So then we would be name it not totally live from the limo.
Right. Like,
look at I could throw a little
we can
generator in
film
the
it.
back.
We can film it and then post it.
Yeah. And then you could do like clips and have like segments from the limo, like even in like our commercial breaks, you could throw a little.
We just got live cam.
Yeah,
We just unveiled live cam this week. Do a shot of live cam really quick.
live cam.
Live cam.
There it is, the old
There we
Mill
go.
Seed building.
Looking out southeast. Northeast. All right. Guys, we went really long. So I hope everybody enjoyed today's show.
Yeah.
Matt, we look forward to you coming back because you do so much for the show, and hope you had a great conference. And have a great weekend. Lots going on. Go Hawks Wrestling. Cheer on whoever you want in the Super Bowl,
Here's to amazing menu at Super Bowl.
Yes.
and bring good snacks. And let's talk about it all on Monday. Have a great weekend. We'll be there. See you on Monday.